Animal entertainment in the Tudor era, expanding on the various forms of entertainment and their significance. Animal entertainment in the Tudor era. The Tudor era, which spanned from 1485 to 1603, was a time of cultural and social development in England. Animal entertainment played a significant role in the lives of the Tudor nobility, offering a range of activities that both entertained and reflected the values of the time. From bear baiting to falconry displays, these forms of animal entertainment showcased the power, wealth, and social status of the nobles, while also reflecting the cultural attitudes towards animals during the period. One prevalent form of animal entertainment during the Tudor era was bear baiting. Bear baiting involved tethering a bear to a stake and setting dogs upon it, provoking a fierce and violent struggle between the animals. This spectacle of strength and courage drew large crowds and was considered an exciting and thrilling form of entertainment. Bear baiting was often held in purpose-built arenas, known as bear gardens, where spectators could gather to watch the spectacle. The cruel and brutal nature of this activity was a reflection of the attitudes towards animals during that time, where they were seen more as objects of amusement and less as sentient beings deserving of compassion. Similarly, bull baiting was another popular form of entertainment during the Tudor era. In bull baiting, a bull would be tethered while dogs were set upon it, engaging in a violent struggle. Like bear baiting, bull baiting attracted large crowds and was a source of excitement and gambling. The violence and danger inherent in these activities were seen as a test of bravery and skill, further enhancing their appeal to the Tudor nobility. Cockfighting was yet another form of animal entertainment that was popular during the Tudor era. It involved pitting two roosters against each other in a fight until one emerged as the victor. Cockfighting was not only a sport but also a gambling activity, with spectators placing bets on the outcome of the fights. The roosters were specially bred and trained for combat, and their fights were seen as displays of strength, agility, and aggression. Cockfighting was enjoyed by both the nobility and the commoners, and it had a significant cultural and social impact during the Tudor era. Falconry, unlike bear baiting, bull baiting, and cockfighting, was a more refined and noble form of animal entertainment. Falconry involved hunting with trained birds of prey, such as falcons and hawks. It required skill, patience, and a deep understanding of the bird's behavior. Falconry was not only a sport but also a status symbol among the Tudor nobility. Owning and training birds of prey demonstrated wealth, power, and control over nature. It was often practiced in royal courts and was a favorite pastime of the monarchs themselves. Falconry displays were elaborate events, showcasing the nobility's ability to train and handle these magnificent birds. It was a form of entertainment that highlighted the aristocracy's connection to nature and their hunting prowess. Animal hunting was a favored pastime among the Tudor nobility. Deer hunting, in particular, was a popular sport. Large hunting parties would be organized, often with the monarch or nobles leading the chase. The pursuit of game provided excitement and showcased the hunting skills of the participants. Animal pageants were another aspect of Tudor animal entertainment. These were elaborate displays that featured various animals, both exotic and domestic. Animal pageants were often part of processions or court celebrations, where animals were adorned with decorative costumes or carried symbolic representations. These displays aimed to impress and entertain the spectators while reinforcing the social hierarchy and power dynamics of the time. Animals such as lions, elephants, and monkeys were paraded through the streets, creating a spectacle that captured the imagination of the crowds. Hunting, particularly deer hunting, was a favored pastime among the Tudor nobility. Large hunting parties would be organized, with the monarch or nobles leading the chase. The pursuit of the game provided excitement and entertainment, showcasing the hunting skills of the participants. Deer hunting was considered a noble activity and was often reserved for the elite. It allowed the nobility to display their wealth, power, and ability to control nature. The hunting parties would be accompanied by a retinue of servants, dogs, and horses, creating a grand spectacle of power and privilege. It is important to note that the Tudor era had different attitudes towards animals compared to contemporary perspectives on animal welfare. Animals were often seen as property and subjected to cruelty for the sake of amusement. These forms of animal entertainment reflected the power dynamics and social hierarchy of the time, where animals were subjugated and used as a means of entertainment and display of wealth. In conclusion, animal entertainment was an integral part of Tudor culture, providing amusement and spectacle for the nobility and reflecting the values of the time. From the violent and cruel nature of bear baiting and bull baiting to the refined and noble pursuit of falconry, these forms of entertainment showcased power, wealth, and social status. Animal pageants and hunting expeditions further reinforced the social hierarchy and displayed the nobility's control over nature. However, it is essential to recognize that these practices reflected a different understanding of animals, where they were often treated as objects of entertainment rather than beings deserving of compassion and respect.
Pets in the Tudor era were primarily kept by the nobility and wealthier members of society. While the concept of pets as companions was not as prevalent or as diverse as it is today, some animals were kept for companionship and enjoyment during this time. Here are some examples of pets in the Tudor era. Dogs. Dogs were commonly kept as pets during the Tudor era. They served as loyal companions and provided protection for their owners. Different breeds were favored for various purposes, such as hunting dogs like hounds and greyhounds, which were used for pursuing game, and smaller breeds like terriers, which were kept as companions and for vermin control. Cats. Cats were also kept as pets during the Tudor era, primarily for their ability to control rodents. They were valued for their hunting skills and were often found in barns, homes, and even on ships to keep mice and rats at bay. Cats were appreciated for their independent nature and their ability to keep homes free from vermin. Birds, especially songbirds, were sometimes kept as pets for their pleasant sounds. Nightingales and larks were highly valued for their melodious songs, and people would keep them in cages to enjoy their beautiful sounds. These caged birds were often found in noble households and were seen as a luxury and a source of entertainment. Monkeys. Though less common, monkeys were sometimes kept as exotic pets during the Tudor era. These small primates were considered unique and intriguing companions. Monkeys were usually owned by the wealthy nobility as a display of wealth and to add a touch of exoticism to their households. Parrots. Parrots were exotic pets that were occasionally owned by the Tudor nobility. They were prized for their colorful plumage and ability to mimic human speech. Parrots were seen as status symbols and were often displayed in cages as a form of entertainment. It's important to note that while some animals were kept as pets during the Tudor era, the concept of pets as cherished members of the family, as we understand it today, was not widespread. Animals were primarily valued for their practical uses, such as hunting, vermin control, or entertainment. The notion of pets for pure companionship and emotional connection became more prevalent in later centuries.